Hey, what's up, YouTube? So, today I have some sad news. We are no longer 100% on Inscribed Ultimatums. We finally failed one. Actually, we failed two, so yeah. Method is definitely not guaranteed profit, but we did learn from our mistakes, and we'll be sure to never fail another one again. Now, overall, Inscribed Ultimatums are pretty profitable after finding out this new program, which I will share with you later on in the video. The program is completely life-changing, and I'm not really sure exactly why it's allowed, but it's definitely it's definitely been around for a while, and there's been a lot of other videos about it, but I guess it's just not that mainstream yet. But overall, amazing stream. Did a lot of Inscribed Ultimatums today. I was actually just pumping out Inscribed Ultimatums all day, and it was pretty good currency. We even got an Awakened Hex Touch to sell. We got Torrent's Reclamation Belt to sell out of our cards, so got pretty lucky on our card turn-ins as well. So overall, I'm pretty happy with the progress with this character and the currency farming method, the Inscribed Ultimatums. I think it has potential to be one of the best combat-oriented routes of making currency. So I say combat-oriented route because a lot of the best routes are all flipping items or crafting items. But if you're someone who likes to fight the mobs instead of just sitting in your hideout 24/7, then this is the method for you. Extreme risk, extreme gain. Like, some of these are just unfair. That buy Inscribed Ultimatum for 3 Exalts. I run it immediately, get 1 Exalt. It literally takes 30 seconds of my time and 1 trade. So overall, the method is extremely good. The trading is a little on the higher side for what I would like, but it's not too bad, and it's definitely a different way of approaching the game. So for now, I'm kind of happy about doing it. I'll see how much currency I can make for it before I see how actually truly great this method is. The program really changes everything for the method, so I can't wait to share it with you. But let's get into the gear overview because we finally made some changes today. Changes today, we actually, gear overview, the Nebulous is finally different. We have divined it. It's 20 cold, 20 lightning. It cost a lot of divines, but it was definitely worth it. The helm is the same. The amulet's the same. The shield is the same. The ring is the same. The ring is the same. The boots are the same. But here, look at here. The chest piece is different. It's +2, +2, +4 shafts. I didn't even know this was possible. Not only is it a +4 shafts, it's actually 24 quality and even better roll than I could ever dream of. So how good is this shafts? So at +2, +2, it's only 60x. It's actually crazy, right? That +4 shafts is 60x at this point in the league. I guess the corruption temples are really just that broken. So if you can pick up a +4 shafts as an upgrade, I might advise you to do it now because I don't know, like, the supply is pretty low, right? Or is it? It's kind of lowish, so like it could go up a lot. I feel like 60x is very low. I don't know if that's more of an indictment on how dead the league is in terms of high-end trading for items, or if it's an indictment on how easy it is to get the shafts. I'm not really sure. Now this item here is a +6 spell crit Hands of the High Templar picked up for 20x. Now this is actually an insanely cheap one. Like, I don't really know why it's so cheap, but the person I bought it from said that he's had it up for like a couple days now and he bought it for 15x. So I don't know if it's because Aura Stacker is just not that popular or people just don't have the money to buy the really expensive gloves. These are probably as good as it's going to get outside of getting LE weakness instead of spell crit on these. But I don't really know why it's so cheap, but for 20x it was a no-brainer upgrade. It really makes the damage a lot higher. So that's also a very good upgrade. Now let's look at the jewels. For the jewels, I actually got some... I finally reforged suffix while keeping prefix, so I got this one. So it has chaos res now. That's very important because look at the chaos res now, it's 34%. So that's why I don't really feel like it's ever worth swapping to CI unless you can make a run for 400% aura effect. If you can't get 400% aura effect, for all the content in the game, in my opinion, CI is just not really... It's just not really worth it, right? You're never going to die to chaos damage when he has 75 chaos res. Like, it's just not gonna happen. Yeah, it might make you a little squishier, but no chaos damage. Chaos damage is balanced around you having 0 resist, so having 75 resist is absolutely crazy, and there's no way you will die to chaos damage at that resist. Because the downside of CI is pretty big. Like, you don't need to always run RF. Yeah, you can, instead of RF, you can just say, you can just run Pain Attunements, 30% more spell damage. But the big thing is you can reserve your auras on life. So CI is actually pretty hard to run the auras on because you need RMR clusters in order to do that. And RMR clusters are not really that cheap. They're still like 50 exalts each. And you also can't get clusters like these with RMR. So I think at the moment, CI is probably not going to be like a big focus of mine. Unless you're delving. If you're going to plan to go to delve, CI I think is the best. And at a certain point, if you can actually reach 400%, I believe CI is better too. Because 400% gives you the physical damage immunity you need to make your build feel truly immortal. So basically, let's see what else I did. I think I also auged chaos on one of these jewels. Yeah, so I have chaos res on almost all of these. So I have no chaos res on any of my gear. And I have 34% chaos res. Now, I also got a new large cluster because, oh yeah, it's over here, blast freeze, because I wanted to go back for actually the blind would actually be pretty useful for doing ultimatums, because I think blind, the ruin doesn't apply if you dodge the enemy's attack. So I don't know if the enemy's attack for ruin would be affected by blind. So maybe I'll check out this orienting display, but regardless, I'm going to use blast freeze for inscribed ultimatums again, since I'm no longer self chill. I don't need the increased effective cold ailments. So I actually completely forgot about this. So that's why I had that to begin with. Now, overall, everything is pretty much the same regardless of, but it's just some big upgrades for today. Like I said, the upgrades will get a lot more expensive as the days go on. I'll probably buy 3 passive point voices instead of 5, and that will save 2 passive points. And I can probably get that tomorrow if we spend a lot of day farming, and then that's 2 more points. 2 more points, I might consider getting this node here and dropping a ES thing. I'm also considering, I have a 7556 Glorious Vanity now, but I'm also trying to figure out how to work it in, trying to think about it, because obviously this is going to be really good. And if I have the 7556, that means I will probably need to swap out some of these clusters to probably something like this. Purposeful Harbinger, you actually want to run 3 of them because it's actually 8% for the last node instead of 6%. So you want to run 3 Purposeful Harbingers if possible, because it's the most efficient way. But that's about it for the gear overview. It's been pretty exciting trying to make this character stronger. We're at 5206 ES now. If I pick up a level 21 Vol Discipline, we can get all the way up to probably like 5.3-ish, 5.35k. So it's been pretty exciting trying to make this character as strong as possible for the Inscribed Ultimatums, and it is paying off. The Inscribed Ultimatums, I almost have a 100% success rate before we failed some. But now I kind of want to talk about Inscribed Ultimatums and how I'm actually able to obtain so many Inscribed Ultimatums in the program that will probably change your life in PoE. So the program we're going to be talking about now is called PoE Live Search Manager, and boy is this a game changer. So PoE Live Search Manager it will automatically whisper people you in the game as soon as it pops up. So it'll show you the results and it'll whisper you, and it'll paste it into the game for you automatically. So you can potentially be the first person to immediately snipe an item. But the problem is, how can you actually make sure that your searches are right? So the way it works is you add a search that you have with the URL and the item name. This doesn't really matter. This just helps you describe the search. So let's go look at what this one is. So let me copy and paste this over. Let's bring it into here. So we have this. So this is one of the searches that we have. So this is an Inscribed Ultimatum for Exalted Orbs. So this is 3 Exalts. So you put in an Exalted Orb and then you get out a certain amount. And my buyout price is 3 to 3.5. It's very important you set this buyout price, because you just want to snipe the low ones. So you only want to whisper to people who have cheap ones. So with this one here, you will only whisper people who are selling Exalted Orb 4 for 3 to 3.5 Exalts, meaning each one you do is around a 1 to 0.5 to 1 Exalt profit. And that's absolutely huge. Now you can also apply this concept to, like, say you wanted a grace shield, right? And you just don't know how are you gonna get a grace shield. I don't even know why this is on here. Level 23 or grace. So grace. So this is implicit, right? Grants level 23 grace shield. So
hello.
Okay, I don't know what happened there. So basically you see that this grace shield is like 25 exalts or something, or 30 exalts. Now you want to buy the shield only when it's like 20x. So what you do here is you set the buyout price to 21 or like 21x. And now it's a live search. So now you copy and paste this into the PoE live search manager. So you add this in here. Then this is the URL link, and this is the grace level 23. So if someone wants to, so now you can see it's here. So now if someone ever posts an item and it shows up on a live search for that amount. So here you can see I'm trying to buy Inscribed Ultimatum from someone who just posted it for 4 exalts. So now this guy invites me. It's actually perfect timing for this video, right? To illustrate how it works. So this guy just posted it. So right here, I would be making like, depending on how hard it is, of course, I'd be making like 0.5 exalt. And this is how I'm able to get so many Inscribed Ultimatums to do. But the better benefit for most people, since I know most people here aren't doing Inscribed Ultimatums, because you don't really want to risk like 8 exalts and like randomly die. Because I did fail some today, so this one is pretty bad. Ruin 3, stand in circles, but you know what? I'll take the risk just because I want to buy it for the video. So I bought that, right? So basically, it will automatically whisper you even if you're not like on the game tab. I don't know like if that's like that legal, but people have this. Corona has been around for quite a while. GGG knows about it, and yeah. So you can see here, this is the copy and paste tab. So the better use of this is to set up your own searches for like certain items, right? So this grace shield, if it's at 21x or below, it'll automatically whisper the person. You will be the first person to whisper the person. Now that doesn't mean that they'll sell the item to you. It might even be a bad thing in my opinion sometimes, because they'll be like, wow, why did this person whisper me so fast? Is my item like super good or something? And that just, it comes with the territory, right? But there's a lot of times you'll get like good snipes. Like sometimes the person will just, oh, I'll sell it to you right away. So this item, this tool is honestly game changing. I'm pretty sure you can make like 100+ X a day just from sitting in your hideout or watching a show and having the right search parameters. Like say you want to flip Watcher's Eyes, right? So you buy like Watcher's Eyes freeze. Like you can have up to 20 of these searches. So you can just be the freeze Watcher's Eye person. So like you see here, like what's the cheapest one? So you want hatred crit only. Let's just say we want hatred crit. So we want these two things together. So this is like something that really helps you out when you have like certain niches that you want to price or like snipe. So you're pretty much like someone who's trying to, what's it called? This is kind of like helping you doing flipping. So as long as you have the search parameters, you can start flipping. So you say, oh, this is like 8 exalts or something, right? 7 to 8 exalts. So you want to make a quick 1 exalt profit or something. You do exalted orb 6 maximum, and it will show up on there. It will whisper them immediately. Same concept, you could do this for Call of the Brotherhood rings. Say you wanted to get one with hatred, right? So you get one with hatred and cold damage to lightning. Yeah, so here you want this 48. So now you just want to snipe up some hatred Watcher's Eye and 34x. So whenever something's below 30x, like someone just posts it immediately, they don't really know the price of it, you will be the first one to whisper them. You don't even need to be in the game. You could just be watching a movie or something, and you will definitely just be the first one to snipe it. Now, over the course of a day, you will get a lot of these snipes. Like say RMR dual multi-jewels. Very common one for us aura stackers, right? Like this one's 3x. Like you could have sniped this one. You could have been the first one to whisper this person. So right now there's no one on. So 8x. So like say you just wanted like 6x, right? Exalted or 5x. Like someone might whisper, you'll be the first person to whisper them. So this method I'm introducing to you has the potential to make you like 100+ exalt a day easily. And you don't even have to play the game. You just need to trade and just sit there. You could be doing homework. You could be like doing bicep curls at your desk or something. But you will be the first person to whisper them. And whether you get the trade-off or not, it's all up to you. So I hope you guys use this tool. It's actually something that I found out from a loyal viewer of mine. And it was actually amazing. and it changed the Inscribed Ultimatum game for me, and that's how I was able to make so much currency today. But on the topic of Inscribed Ultimatums, it is quite a big of a risk. I actually failed 2 today. I'm going to include one of the fails because I got just like absolutely chunked by 2 fire like shooting towers. And the other one is just ruin. There's actually a mod that's really bad for us, and it is called limited range. So let's see if there's actually one here. Is it range, or I don't even know what it's called, but basically it's the one that makes your projectiles go super short distance. Lessened reach, that's the bad one. So when you have lessened reach with ruin, so a lot of our defenses against ruin is that our sparks travel very far, so it covers the whole arena. But with lessened reach, our sparks don't travel that far, which means some of the mobs with ruin can hit us from far away, and this is just a horrible combination, especially when you're doing stone circles. So that's how I actually failed when I lost like 15 exalts altogether, I think, today from doing this. But overall it's up over like probably 100x after buying like the shavs and the Hands of the High Templar. So overall, very profitable method to do. Definitely high risk, and I could definitely see some people losing money if they try it out. So be warned, if you try it, you should definitely like know how to approach each of the Inscribed Ultimatums depending on what they are and what mods there are. But I'll try to go over it in the next coming videos, like a more in-depth guide, because I do think this is probably one of the best currency methods in the game in terms of money making if you have the supply of the ultimatums. But anyhow, let me play some of the videos. I think I'm going to show the rip one and then one of the ones that was very close claw. But anyhow, hope you enjoy. So now I'm going to record one of these. I'm going to do it live, right? I actually don't usually do stuff live, so it should be pretty fun to watch. Because I just wanted to show off like how hard or how the stone circle one will go. And maybe I'll fail for the video, who knows. But this is a 4 nurse one. Doctor, I bought this for multiple 8 exalts.
Losses.
8 exalts.
A touch shameful.
Doctor sells for 17.5, 17.8. So this is actually would be a 1.5x profit. Now if I can do it. Oh wait, I actually, yeah, so this is the doctor. I don't know what I was doing. So this is a ruin one. So the stone circle one is pretty nutty, right? So ruin is bad.
Good.
But it's not limited flash, right? If this was limited flash, it'd be really bad. So this is all about how unsafe you want to play, right? Because you run around circles, the ruin can come to you, and it's about a game of patience and trying to see, do you want to be really sketch? But I think ruin is a lot easier than, so you can see those ghosts that shoot out the blue things, right? So ruin is a lot easier than stalking ruin, because as long as you have good coverage. If you have good coverage, oh shit, I got 2 things there. Oh, that's not good. So that is being greedy and not actually moving all the time. So now the pressure's kind of on a little bit. I don't feel so good anymore about this. The stone circle is a very long counter. So I'm always going to make sure I'm moving all the time. So you want to make sure you're always casting, so you're covering the whole arena up with what's it called, with stuff, so that you can kill the ruin mob. So that's why I think blast freeze is pretty good, because blast freeze freezes in range. So basically you just want to do this over and over again. You just want to run in circles, only stop at the stone circle a little bit because it has a minimum trigger time. You can see some of those mobs try to shoot some things at me. But there's also something to keep in mind, is that evasion does work. So as I was thinking, maybe Vault Grace would be pretty good. Now a lot of people is thinking like, oh, why don't you use what's it called? Wait. Is Headhunter absolutely necessary, and can I use Torrent's Reclamation? And the answer is that Headhunter is by far the best belt for this. Now I want to stress here that the best thing is to take this slow. Don't try to be greedy and like try to stand in the circle as long as possible. It's just not worth the heart attack risk. I just feel so bad when I'm doing this at 6 ruin. Actually today did one of these at, what's it called, at 6 ruin the whole time, and it was literally pretty nerve-wracking. It was a 16 exalt one. If I died on that one, that would have been a huge loss. Because like a lot of this profit is like, it could be wiped out if you just fail 2 in a row, right? And today I failed 2, but I was still very successful overall, so that it was pretty good. Now at the end you can maybe play a little risky, try to do some limit testing to see oh, am I able to dodge the ruin all the time? Because like, if you can do it faster, like, how much faster you clear this is huge in terms of how many you can do. But I've noticed that Blast Freeze is pretty OP, because this is actually the first time I'm not even using Blast Freeze. It's a placebo effect, guys. Don't get baited. I'm not even using Blast Freeze. I think I'm still using Deep Chill. The Blast Freeze is still in my stash. So placebo is also a good thing to have. That's actually what killed me. You see that fire thing? You'll see in the next coming clip that the fire thing actually killed me. But you can see, you can take it a little slow. Oh wait, right there you can see that one little thing brought to 4. My heart is racing a little bit now. I don't really know what to do anymore. I'm just running around circles, trying to not really stay. So right there I was a little greedy, didn't move away real fast. Now this is still failable. I get to 6, it's 1 hit. So that's the difference between Ruin and Ruin 3. So now I don't want to stay there too long, because I can see there's a lot of ruin there. So like, it's just like deep delving, right? You don't want to stay in the same spot for too long. If you stay in the same spot for too long, it's literally death. Like, that's why this method is pretty stressful. Yeah, it's probably one of the fastest, like 1.5, 2x you could make ever, like a couple minutes. If you were able to do this all the time, right? You'd be making like 20 plus x an hour. Yeah, I mean, this is still pretty stressful, because I could fail this. I get hit twice, it's over. It's really not that bad, but we're almost done with this one.
Fair enough.
See, there we go. And that's how you make 1.5 to 2x or 3x even in, how long was that? 4 minutes? Oh, that was pretty nerve-wracking though. But now you can see next what happens when you fail and you don't pay attention, or you read chat and you just get killed. How much you spend per map, it's impossible to make back your money.
Another
No! Oh no. Overall, I hope everyone enjoyed the clips. I actually recorded that one live. It was actually pretty fun. Kind of nerve-wracking doing it live. Well, not really live, because I could always do another take, right? So you see here I have the doctor. So what I do right now is I split it to 4. I don't really want to buy more of these, so I just have this to gamble. And when I make another set by buying the nurse one, I'll do it and sell the doctor. So far today I sold like 3 doctors already. Yeah, but basically, lots of good upgrades today. We're going somewhere with the character. We will be trying to get the #1 PoE Ninja DPS. Maybe it's kind of hard to beat people who use all large clusters or 4 large cluster setup, but we'll see how it is. The divergent faster projectiles is really bad for PoE Ninja DPS, so if you actually care about that, make sure to not use that gem. See, I just got automatically whisper someone for 3.5x for this, and they invited me, and yeah. But I hope the program I showed everyone helps everyone out. Its main purpose, I feel like, is to help you snipe items. In reality, it's pretty much, you're a glorified item flipper now, except you don't need to put in the hard work, but you do need the right search parameters. And I was thinking maybe I could do that for like Twitch subs and make a nice search parameter for people who are subscribed, because it's pretty much like free Exalts once you have the good search parameter. And this one here is super easy, and that's like a free 0.5x right there, right? So I'm literally making the video and making money, and you guys can too. You guys can be watching videos, working out, or just having a good time with friends, and just hop over, and once they trade you, you're ready to go. But anyhow, everyone, I hope this has helped a lot. Be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoy the content, and make sure to check out my Twitch every day. I stream every day. You can see a lot more of this high octane Inscribed Ultimatum gaming. And thanks everyone for watching, and I hope you find more mirrors and exalts than I do.